Hi, Cancer. For this read, we're going to be discussing what energy you should be embodying this week. What energy should you be embodying this week, Cancer? Okay, this is like right in my eye. It's like rude. Okay. What energy should you be embodying? Chiron, heal. Pallas Athenia, think. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, it's not an asteroid, Chiron. I forgot what it technically is, but it's not a planet. This is, you can find this in your natal chart. This is the logo for it, the imagery, where healing needs to take place. For me personally, finding my Lilith placement, that was like an Ace of Swords moment for me. That was like a mental breakthrough. It was amazing. This is more like the second place, at least for me in my personal journey. So Chiron is basically where you have childhood issues. Not childhood issues. Wow, that came up. You know what I mean? Like healing needs to take place, something to do with childhood. Everybody's different. Not everybody has abandonment issues from childhood. Some people have other issues. It really depends which house placement it's in. It could be, let's say, first house placement, which is Aries IM. So you may have some type of issues stemmed around childhood based off of who you were, or, you know, I don't want to get into too much detail, but like my Chiron placement, it's in Cancer, it's in my 9th house, so it's like it's part of my midhaven as well. It's like I personally have childhood issues, abandonment issues that stem from, why am I having so much trouble speaking right now? I'm sorry. Within the Cancer energy, so it's ingrained in me that I have issues regarding family and whatnot. And anyway, so Pallas Athenia is an asteroid in your chart, which I believe this is what helps you get to your destiny. I don't really remember 100% off the top of my head, so I'm not going to pretend I do. Definitely Google it. I just know that a Pallas Athenia helps you get to where you need to go. All right. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to channel and see what comes through for you guys. What energy do you guys need to embrace this week? What energy do you need to embody? What energy should you be? Going towards your happiness. I feel like there's fears around this. So maybe your Chiron placement has to do with the energy of feeling like you can't achieve something you want. Like you can't, even if you go for it, it's like it'll just end up in failure. I feel like I'm seeing a vase getting poured out into another vase. Like I'm feeling Aquarius energy. Something about like sharing, giving. Maybe you give too much of yourself and it takes away your happiness. Like I'm gonna open my eyes. Like I feel like the vase is symbolic of you putting your all into something, and maybe you don't get anything back. So maybe you put your all into groups, or I don't know, specific people. You know, you're gonna have to hold that energy where you see fit. And it's like maybe you've been so disappointed in the past by doing this. Like maybe you're that friend. that overgives, you know, not just overgives, but like overdoes it. And it's like, you would never think twice of this because that's your energy. You're a good friend. But it's like, you kind of, it's not that you should ever stop being yourself, because it's like, if that's your part of your personality, you know, that's good, as long as, are you doing it to get something back? Because, you know, years ago, if anybody told me like that's why I'm always over giving in relationships or even friendships, I would have been, or family too, I would have been like, no, like, I mean, and then I would have been thinking about it. I would have been like, I mean, yeah, I expect loyalty and love back, but it's like, but is that why you're doing what you're doing? Are you over giving in hopes that somebody will over give back, or that somebody will love you, or that somebody will respect you? That, you know what I mean? And it's like, it goes so deep. Chiron goes so deep that it's like, you may hear this and may feel like you don't resonate with that. But I would just say, think about it the next few days. Exactly what this says. Think about it. Because you may be in this energy of possibly healing or needing to heal, and you may be feeling like you can't do that anymore. You can't give your all again, because it's like you're seeing a repetitive cycle where it's like you're always getting burned or something's always happening. And it's like, okay, it, you know, common sense and logic thinking gets you to that energy of like, well, yeah, that's obviously it. I'm an overgiver. But that's actually not the problem. Hear me out here. It's because it's like, if that's your energy, if it makes you happy to give, to be, if that's how you love, right? We all have different love languages. Well, then you shouldn't change that. But what you should be changing is what you're expecting out of it. Because if you go into these relationships, friendships, partnerships, whatever, truly not expecting anything back, and you're doing things because you just want to do them, then the universe is going to gift you on that. I 100%, I promise. It comes back to trusting in something that's higher than you, that things are working out for you in your favor. Everything is energy, 1,000%. I wish people would just understand this. So if you could just let go of what you're maybe really looking for, you're going to get it back. But the only way you can actually get it is by not expecting anything. And I know that sounds kind of like crazy, but there's a method to the madness, 100%. Because let's just say you do believe in something higher than you, right? Then, and whatever your religion is or no religion, doesn't matter. It's like, don't you think like there's, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Like, you can't just get what you want, right? You got to work for it. Okay, so can't that apply with energy too, where it's like, you can't just get somebody you love until you learn how to love yourself, right? Because it's like, what is this person going to love about you if you don't even love you? It's like, there's always a lesson to be learned here. So it's like, if you're an overgiver, I 1,000% think that may very well be your true energy. But at the same time, it's like, you may be low-key doing it because, let's just say, because you feel bad. This could all be subconsciously. You could actually be feeling bad for these people, your friends, family, lovers, because a part of you, you may see a part of you in these people. And if you're somebody yourself who feels like you didn't get what it was you needed, and this is all what you feel, right? And if you see a glimpse of yourself in other people, you could, on a subconscious level, be giving because you don't want them to feel like you were feeling. You don't want them to feel like they don't have anybody. You don't want them to feel like they're not being heard or loved or whatever. And it's like, this may not even be a thing in these people's lives, but it's just something you're doing instantly. But are you doing it to not expect anything back? I'm telling you, if you can just get into the energy versus the energy of, no, if I'm a good friend, they better be a good friend too, you're automatically going to get it. That's just how it works. The second you surrender to that feeling of self-deserving, and that rationally makes sense, right? Like, if I'm a good friend, I only want good friends. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's something wrong with doing things for people and expecting it back, or expecting something back. I hope that made sense. All right, let me see if anything else wants to come through. What is the energy you should be embodying this week? Balancing these two energies. I feel like it's exactly what I'm saying. I'm seeing somebody with this, what is this? A helmet, shield? Like coming to terms with their shadow. I feel like this may be a thing you do subconsciously. And the second you realize it, see it, you can transform it into something else. Wanting to do good because that's just genuinely what you want. And the second you do that, you're going to be gifted the energy you're actually seeking. But you got to surrender to it first. I feel like I'm seeing an opener, like almost like a can opener. And then I'm seeing an opener for, like, I don't know, food or something like that. So this may be something that's hard for you to open up to. But I'm going to open my eyes. I feel like you should this week be embracing this energy of feeling like, you can open up to others. You can share. You can do, you can give yourself to others. And honestly, like, low-key, get what it is you want. But there's some type of magic within the universe where it's like you have to give. You really have to give. And what you're giving to the universe is a belief system that you truly believe there's something higher for you than you working in your favor. And then you'll just see it play out in your life, and it's sick. So just use your mind when it comes to digging into your own mind. Use your mind to dig into your own mind with what are your expectations from people. And I'm just going to say this one more time because I think it's very important. It's completely rational. It's completely understandable to expect in others what you put in, right? I get it. However, subconsciously, then technically, and this is really the reality of those situations, you're not doing things for the sake of wanting to help people or do something better. You're doing it low key so you can get something back. And that is not what it's all about. That's just the truth of it. So if you can psych yourself into thinking that way and just knowing, trusting that the universe will reward you by doing that, it's not a bunch of woo-woo. It's not a bunch of bullshit. I can't even begin to tell you the last month, the things that have happened for me. So I really just hope you guys can get to this energy too. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated with you. And yeah, all right, bye.